हेलो वर्ल्ड।
हेलो पीपल, दारू खोर है हम।
Welcome back on another view. I am Lohit. This is my guest
Siddharth.
and we are gonna do an episode of Life Catalyst. Siddharth, what have you thought on speaking to?
Well,
What changed your life?
what changed my life? What changed my life? Many things, but one specific thing that made me what I am today is alcohol. Don't need to get surprised, but alcohol has really changed my life forever.
Isn't it an universal changer of lives?
It's meant to change life. I mean,
It's a life changer. So how did it start for you? Like, what was your first impression of alcohol? Like, for me, let me tell you, for me, alcohol, like when I was young, I always thought this alcohol is a stuff that only elders can try out. It's like medicine for elder people. Alcohol, like, it was a forbidden territory for me when I was young, and then slowly I came across it and I tasted it, and it was kind of repulsive.
what was the first time you actually had a sip of it?
I was really young. I don't want to mention how much young I was, but
Kids,
I was really
close
young.
your ears. I don't think you want to hear this bad impression.
I was really young and I had it and I didn't like it at all. But I had it because many people around me were having it.
I will say, I was 13 years old. It was my 13th birthday.
Okay.
I just had a pinch of it, and come on, we can have a pinch of it,
How
bro.
can you pinch alcohol?
I was trying to measure it in fingers.
It's okay.
Anyways, jokes apart, it
Anyways.
was quite a great experience. Yes, for me, alcohol always meant vengeance because the way it is portrayed in movies, that you have alcohol and you get energy. It's like in a game, someone getting a potion and becoming superhuman. I always thought that that's the main reason people have alcohol. But then I realized the meaning was way too different. You just went in cloud nine, chilling, and once I turned 18, it was like the best birthday because I was allowed to have alcohol. And boss, what a night it was. I was totally sloshed by my friends, and I know what it felt like to actually live the adult life.
When I was growing up, I always had this misconception for a while that drinking of alcohol, just getting drunk. Like, until and unless you are drunk, you are not having alcohol at all, which I guess is a very bad misconception in a way. And now I know that I do tell it to everyone I drink with, like, do drink, but drink responsibly, because getting drunk is not such a good thing. Trust me, guys. It is a very bad experience. I had couple of really bad drunk story experiences, and I don't want to relive them again.
And
So,
Lohit,
yes.
how would you relate all of these drinking experiences to the people listening to us? Because they might think, oh god, drinking, I have to now start drinking because of these two dumbasses speaking of alcohol. How would you now?
For a while I thought that drinking is kind of a very machoistic thing, which was totally wrong, by the way. I thought that I have to show my capacity, I have to prove my capacity to people just so that I can prove myself superior to them or something like that, which was very bad. Once I had got really drunk, and the next thing I remember is that I ended up waking up under a bedsheet.
Someone?
Not at all, but my clothes were completely drenched in vomit, my own vomit, by the way, and I had to wash them in the night, and then I had to wear those wet clothes without drying them, and then I had to go back to my home, which was not at all good experience.
This is all fictional stuff, okay?
all characters over
all
here.
characters
Fictional.
here.
Please don't believe. What was your worst experience, or kind of, did you ever have this experience?
Firstly, talking about what I did on my 18th birthday, it was more for one timer. I am not much of a drinker, but yes, when I do drink, I see to it that
You go for Long Island Ice Tea, right?
well, not exactly.
Okay.
I'm a beer maniac, so I see to it
I am
that.
same. High five.
Which one?
My favorite brand is Miller.
Same. And
oh,
I
wow.
love a Budweiser Magnum, if you get it. So, coming back to what my experience was, I had very few instances where I actually was all out brash. But the best part is that because I had some brothers who had so much faith in me, They used to see to it
Angel
that,
brothers.
well, touch wood, they were angel. Even after being so down, I had to drive a car and they had all the faith in me that Siddharth, you can drive the car.
Oh my
and you know,
God.
that gives me the energy to actually get out of that hole I had gone into. Just to get myself out. Mirror is pulling me from one side, just enjoy.
This
but then
is not a
humanity,
good story. That is bad teaching.
humanity is telling me that boss, you have to believe in yourself, and you know that is the outcome. You have to believe in yourself that nothing will happen to you, and that is the basic way. Lohit, you have to agree.
I don't agree at all.
Willpower will
Not
overtake anything.
Not at all. See, the thing that happens when we generally consume alcohol, because when we consume alcohol, our senses, our nerve response slows down a lot, and we think we actually do, like think of doing, we have no control on our responses.
We kind of become a bit laid back, which is at times necessary,
Yes,
but never become so laid back that you actually forget what you are doing.
True, but
that's what we are trying to know.
But the thing about drinking responsibly is knowing that up till when you can take it.
Basically,
And
knowing your limit.
It's never about capacity. It's about how much your body can take. For some people who are bigger in size or who have a regular consumption of alcohol, their body is used to the alcohol, and alcohol is always alcohol, and it will affect your body no matter what in a way. It is always the same, but it depends upon the size of the body. It depends upon the regularity your body has been used to with alcohol, so that decides how fast you get drunk. That's all, because eventually you will get drunk after consuming alcohol.
It's basically a way that your senses stop responsive. It's basically of calming you down. You don't need to think much, and honestly speaking, sometimes not thinking much is actually the best thing to ever happen to you. But to get that sensation again and again, boss, that is the worst part.
Exactly.
Never think that if you want that sensation,
It's
you
not
have
a
to do
way
it
out.
every day.
It's not a way out.
Yeah, it's not a way out. You have to face your problems.
True.
You kill someone and you think of drinking, you cannot. It does not happen.
It's not a way out. Alcohol, guys, alcohol is not a way out. Anyways, we are not doing an anti-alcohol
We are not trying to do
campaign,
anything
okay?
campaign. We are just trying to let you know that how
our thoughts on
alcohol,
what it taught us.
Enjoy it.
Yes, exactly.
But see to it, you maintain your limit.
True.
He drinks, I drink. We both drink like hell. But we know where the limit is.
Yes, exactly.
So just a good awareness that boss, you have to know when to stop. Well, whatever it is, yes, drinking, yes. After one or two occasions, I have realized that there is a limit one should stick to. You cannot show off and boss about yourself that you can have more than what you actually should. But people just understand one thing: if there is a will, there is a way. So you have to understand that if you have a bottle in your hand, it doesn't mean that you should actually think of finishing it.
Wow, that's a golden line.
That is
just
a golden line.
Just enjoy, don't overdose. Just to wrap this up, what's your favorite alcohol? What's your favorite alcohol?
Alcohol in the term, I think it will have to be a tie between a beer and a whiskey.
Okay, fine. My favorite alcohol, I would say, will be obviously one of it is beer, and another is tequila, which I do enjoy a lot. I don't know why, but because I enjoy tequila. I like to take things hard when I do take it, but it's by
other things hard also.
Anyways, guys, thanks for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did enjoy it, please like, share it with your friends, and subscribe. And thank you so much. Signing off. I am Lohit, and this is my friend Siddharth. And remember, guys, it's all about
perspective.